In this essential Excel tutorial, we are going to learn how to create a drop-down list in Excel. This is one of the most powerful features for controlling data, and we'll show you how to use Excel data validation to make a list that anyone can use. You're working on an important spreadsheet, maybe a report that you need to share with your colleagues. You have a column for status, but when you get the file back, it's a complete mess. One person typed done, another typed complete, and a third typed finished. It's impossible to filter or analyze this data. What if you could force people to choose from a list that you define? I'm your host, and in this guide, I'm going to show you exactly how to make a list in Excel that appears as a clickable drop-down menu. This is a fundamental skill for creating clean spreadsheets, dashboards, and forms. We'll cover the quick and easy method where you just type the list in, and then I'll show you the better, more professional method where your Excel drop-down list gets its options from a range of cells on your sheet. All right, let's start with the quickest method. I have a blank sheet here, and I want to create a dropdown in cell D2. First, I will click on cell D2 to select it. Next, I need to find the right tool. I'll go to the main ribbon at the top and click on the Data tab. In that tab, I'll look for the Data Tools section, and I'll click the button for Data Validation. It's the icon with a green checkmark and a red circle. A new window will pop up. On the first tab, Settings, it says Allow, and the box shows Any Value. This is what we need to change. I'll click this drop-down menu and select the option that says List. As soon as I do that, a new box appears called Source. Since this is the quick method, I can just type my options directly into this box as long as I separate them with a comma. For example, I'll type Yes, No, Maybe. Now I'll click OK. And just like that, if I look at cell D2, a small drop-down arrow has appeared. When I click it, my only choices are yes, no, or maybe. I can no longer type anything else. Now, that method is fine, but it's not very flexible. It's hard to edit that list later. The professional way is to have your list pull from other cells. So first, I'll go to a different part of my sheet or a different sheet entirely, and I'll type out my list, one item per cell. In cell F1, I'll type Done, in F2, Pending, and in F3, In Progress. This is my new source. Now I'll go back and click on the cell where I want the new dropdown, let's say C2. I'll follow the same steps, go to the Data tab, and click Data Validation. I'll again change Allow to List. But this time for the source box, I'll click the little arrow up icon. This lets me select a range with my mouse. I'll go over and select my list from F1 to F3. The source box now shows a formula. I'll press Enter and click OK. Now my new dropdown in C2 shows Pending, In Progress, and Complete. The best part, if I ever need to update my options, I don't have to go back into the Data Validation menu. I can just go to cell F3 and change Complete to Finished. When I go back to my dropdown, the list is automatically updated. This is the best way to create a data validation list in Excel. Once you've created your perfect dropdown in one cell, you don't have to repeat the process. Just select the cell with the dropdown, grab the small square fill handle in the bottom right corner, and drag it down the column. This will copy the data validation rule to all the other cells. You can also add messages for your users. In that same data validation window, click on the Input Message tab. Here you can type a small pop-up message like, please select a status from the list, that will appear whenever someone clicks on the cell. This is a great way to guide them. Even better is the Error Alert tab. You can set the style to Stop and write a custom error message like, invalid entry, you must choose from the list. Now, if anyone tries to type their own text, Excel will pop up your error message and reject their entry. This is the key to restricting data entry and keeping your data clean. What if you run into problems? The most common issue is that you've created your dropdown using the range method, but when you add a new item to your source list, like you add canceled in cell F4, it doesn't appear in the dropdown. This is because your range was fixed to F1 to F3. The pro solution to this is to first convert your source list, F1 to F3, into an official Excel table. You do this by selecting your list and pressing Ctrl+T. Then, when you set up your data validation, you reference the table data. This way, when you add new items to the bottom of the table expands and your drop-down list will automatically update. It's an advanced but very powerful trick. If your dropdown isn't working at all, make sure you selected List from the Allow menu. It's an easy step to miss. So we have reached the end of our guide. We've learned that how you create a drop-down list in Excel is not a format setting, but a data setting found in the data validation tool. We learned the quick method of typing your list with commas and the better, more dynamic method of referencing a range of cells. This simple Excel drop-down list is the key to creating professional spreadsheets, forms, and dashboards, and ensuring your data is always accurate. I truly hope this Excel tutorial was helpful and made this feature clear for you. If it did, please give this video a like. It really helps the channel and lets me know you found this valuable. And if you're interested in more Excel tips and tricks from beginner to advanced, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Finally, I have a question for you. What will you be using your first drop-down list for? Is it for a project status, a list of names, or something else? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.